welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. If you're one of my beautiful returning subscribers, thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you for your support of me, for your friendship. Thank you for being a part of this soul family that we've created here. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, we want to welcome you to this space. Please join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we are all friends when we gather here. We like to make this space an inclusive space of light and love, so please feel welcome. I do pick a card readings on this channel, so if you are into tarot, into spirituality, please join us, subscribe to the channel. Today's pick a card reading, we're doing a look into July, a love reading. Who is coming forward? What changes in love are coming in July for you? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the purple deck and the purple amethyst. We have pile number 2 here with the pink amethyst and the green deck, the dark green deck. And we have pile number 3 with this citrine point with the bright blue deck. So whichever pile or crystals are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. I am going to not waste any time, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. My timestamps are listed below in the description box. Again, we're looking into a July love reading. What's happening, what changes, what people are coming, what's going to happen to you in July when it comes to love. Pile 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1, you were drawn to this beautiful piece of amethyst, and this is your reading. Maybe you were drawn to the purple deck, but we're looking into July. It's the July love prediction for you. What is coming in July? Who is coming in July? We have the 5 of Pentacles starting out this reading. This is the cat tarot, so if you don't like cats, I apologize. But you were drawn to this pile for a reason, so we'll see what Spirit has to say. 5 of Pentacles, July love reading. What is changing in love in July for pile 1, please? Who is coming? We have a Wheel of Fortune coming out for you. So a sudden turns of events in your love life when it comes to relationships, and you may be coming from a place where you're feeling a little bit left out. You're feeling like everybody else is kind of moving along and you're not. The 5 of Pentacles can be just a feeling of lack in general. It's like maybe you're stuck in a rut. But the Wheel of Fortune, I love that. Ace of Swords. For some of you, the person coming forward is going to be an air sign, or there'll be a sudden turn of events in your clarity potentially as well with this Ace of Swords. For some of you, in July, it's going to be a bit of a transition where you're kind of gaining some clarity on your position in life, and you are going to be the cause of that change of events that leads in your favor. You're going to be a big part of it. You're going to see things clearly. Changes in love in July. Love predictions, please. We have here the 6 of Wands reversed. Back of the deck is the Judgment card. There's a lack of confidence in some of you, group 1s. And we have here the 6 of Swords reversed. Back of the deck is the 5 of Cups. So you're coming from a pretty disappointed place moving into July, potentially group 1s, because there is a sense of not seeing things 100% clearly, and that's why the Ace of Swords in the present is so important to us right now, because we need to be the caveat, the change that creates this new perception of how things are and how things are going to be. You could be coming from a very disappointed place in love in general, and to protect yourselves from a potential fallout or potential heartache in the future, you could be kind of convincing yourselves of the worst possible scenario of what could be coming for you when it comes to your love life in general. Because it does show a little bit of an inability to move forward with the 6 here of Wands or Swords of reversed, and the 6 of Wands reversed even in of itself. You know, it talks about a lack of confidence and giving up. We have that 5 of Cups on the back of the deck, which shows that you could be looking into the past, into past relationships too much. And in July, you're really needing to shake yourself out of that. The 6 of Wands in and of itself is sort of a card from Spirit that offers us a solution to our stagnancy. It offers us a roadmap on how to proceed if we are feeling stagnant, if we are feeling stuck. And the way to do that is to look at everything objectively in the present moment. You can see how this cat is it's about to get that nail clipped. but it's very calm. It's not fighting. It's like, it's a realization that sometimes endings have to be placed in the past and left there, and sometimes it hurts, but those endings are necessary. It's like, it almost feels like that cat is just resigned to reality, or resigned to what has to happen in order to move forward. Can we clarify the Five of Pentacles, please? July love predictions. We have here the Seven of Wands. The Hermit. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have here, it was the Nine of Wands. Sorry, the Four of Swords. The Judgment card. Back of deck is the Four of Wands here. So we have the Four of Swords reversed here. I'm sorry about that. With the Queen of Wands underneath. So we have the Four of Wands. And it's very important. Spirit is saying this Four of Wands on the back of the deck is very important for you, because it talks about celebration and reasons to celebrate. It talks about a gateway that is possible for you. You guys could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Here you can see this beautiful Queen of Wands. And there's the Knight of Cups reversed. So that's sort of the Knight of Cups reverse is a stagnated energy. It's a stagnated energy that it shows that we are vulnerable, that we're fearful of moving past, because we may have experienced a lot of disappointments in love in the past leading up to July. You may have had a very hard year. And so Spirit is asking you, again, they're not going to force you into anything, but the Hermit here is asking us to retreat so we can be the caveat of change, to create better beginnings for ourselves, to create new opportunities, because the Hermit keeps the hope alive in his heart. He holds it in that lantern, but he creates a practical approach to achieving their goals. So if you're coming from a negative place, it could even be a place of anxiety and depression when it comes to love. Spirit is asking us to take a good, hard, logical look at it, because they say you're juggling a lot of emotions. You may be feeling really unbalanced when it comes to your expectations in the future. And what they want to see, I'm glad to see the Four of Swords reversed, because it shows that there's a need and a desire inside your heart of hearts to re-enter the world, to come back to life, to overcome these perceived obstacles, which Spirit is saying, they're kind of getting in our face, saying we may be in our own way here, to overcome our feelings of insecurity, or feelings of lack, or feelings of want. So the Four of Swords reversed is really important here. We have the Nine of Swords as well, or sorry, the Six of Swords as well reversed, which shows a propensity to hold back, unable to move forward because of how emotionally attached we are to the past potentially. But that's why the Judgment is so important, and why the Queen of Wands present is so important, because the Queen of Wands embodies boldness. She embodies, focus and going after what she wants with determination. She doesn't waver. I often think of like Beyonce. I don't even know what her sign is, but I think of like someone who's so focused on their goals that they just work so hard to get there. And the Judgment card asks us to reflect upon this past, reflect upon the obstacles we've experienced, and then resolve to change anything in the present energy that isn't allowing us movement from that pain. Resolving to create a new beginning for ourselves. And that's what Spirit is really focusing on for this reading. And it wasn't the intention of this reading. The intention of this reading was a July forecast and love for you, what's coming forward. But Spirit really sees some of you who chose pile one as needing to be the caveats of change, to walk through a gateway. And once you walk through it, the world is your oyster here with the Four of Wands. It's a gateway to happiness, to abundance, potentially even to marriage down the road and in the future. But it does require changes in the present. And that's why this Ace of Swords in the present is very important, because that cat is sort of resigned to what needs to be cut away, needs to let go of things, people, situations in the past, so that we can make active decisions and choices towards our goals. And the Six of Wands, that's why tarot is so helpful, because we can look at all of the past energies, how it's affecting the present, and we can resolve to change those present energies if we don't like where it's taking us into the future. So the Six of Wands is our Spirit, message from Spirit saying it's time for us to embody boldness, to embody success, and to expect it for yourself. Because there's an expectation of failure that's in place here that needs to be shifted. There needs to be an expectation of success in order to achieve success. Because I keep saying, joy begets joy. Let's get some messages from Spirit here. July love predictions. We have the bear Spirit. You also have the hyena. The bear spirit is very protective in nature. I often think of a mother bear. So some of you watching could actually be parents, and that's why you're really holding on, because you don't want to put yourself or potentially your children through anything else in the future. So take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone. The tiger on the back of the deck. The hyena is important because I often think about the Five of Cups when I see this card, because it talks about nothing being wasted. The hyena is a scavenger, and they will, scavenge what they can if they're really hungry. So it talks about nothing being wasted in the past. We can look at it objectively instead of with an air of sadness and loss, so that we can carry that knowledge in the future for us. The tiger, very important, especially for those of you who are resonating with that Leo message, because I know it's a tiger, but there's a lot of focus with this tiger, a lot of strength represented. It talks about, and that beautiful, moon on the forehead, it screams High Priestess to me. It screams the inner knowledge you hold, the inner power that you hold as well, to manifest what you want into reality, to create the life and the love of your dreams. I feel like a lot of you are also juggling a lot of responsibilities right now that distract you from love in the future as well. July love predictions, please. Spirit advice for group 1. We have the toad. The toad represents grotesque humor. It's kind of like that message of, we're going to laugh about this later on down the road. We'll have a reason to kind of look back and giggle. Not right now. It's not funny right now. But you're going to look back at what you've been through and be really glad that that didn't stick because of what's coming in for you. We had power too. Toni Morrison. Back of the deck is the healing. Very much a very strong message of healing being required for you, group 1s. And the power card talks about us realizing our power, embodying that power, and then using it to our advantage. This, again, though, healing. The skull underneath is a card that talks about transitions, reality, and grief, and letting certain things fall away so that you can open up the space for beautiful, brand new energy. Let's get a little message from Spirit, though. I want to see what's coming in for you if you're able to embody all of this new change. What can they look forward to if they can embody new change, Spirit? Ace of Pumpkins, new opportunities, new offers coming in, sweet offers too. Look at that bucket full of candy. It's new opportunities, but that's what Spirit is really letting us know with that outstretched hand filled with candy. That it's what we do with the opportunity. We have to reach out and take it. Two of Pumpkins. You could have multiple offers coming in for you, and you may be worried too about juggling relationships with all of your practical concerns right now. As I said, I'm getting a strong vibe that some of you could have like children or responsibilities that are really apparent right now. We have the Lovers, and we have the Page of Wands. So Spirit is really saying that after you embody this time of healing, using July potentially as that caveat of change, reflection, to resolve and change anything that feels unbalanced, you have offers coming in, potentially multiple offers, because you're going to have this decision to make. And the Page of Wands just represents a shift in your mindset in general. These offers coming in for you, and for some of you, they may not end in like marriage and all of that, but that's okay, because what it does is it elevates you. It elevates you in your mood. It elevates your expectation. It gives you a new sense of excitement about the future. You're no longer stuck in a mindset of lack and in the past. And there you are, the beautiful Queen of Pentacles, sitting, feeling confident in your position. So that's what you have to gain if you're able to embody this healing period. July love predictions, pile 1, please. We have Bloom. I just heard that song, Super Bloom, in my mind as I saw that card fall out. Expansion, abundance, literally lots of options. You're going to, and I almost see those options in her braids and the way that they're kind of being pulled in all these different directions. And look at how beautiful and confident she feels and looks. It's like she's sitting pretty in her position. And that's what's waiting for you. I just saw like a bird as well, which is a card about stagnation and being free to fly. What's coming in? July love prediction, please, Spirit. We have listen. She's sitting, it looks like she's sitting under the earth to me. I always think of her being like a part of the earth and the growth that happens. And it talks about bringing ourselves back to that present moment. This sense, even with the Four of Swords, a sense of retreat, a sense of focusing upon what has been with clarity, not with an emotional, not with an emotional type of focus, but with clarity, so that we can again dream what we want into fruition. About making our wishes come true, these dandelion wishes, the butterfly, the transformation. This is a time for healing for you, so that you can bloom. And it's important because you may be feeling like you're coming from a place of stagnation, but it's really important that, you know, the winter comes because it's necessary for healing for the earth. It feels cold, it feels desolate, it feels like there's nothing happening, but it's a very important phase in order to create the blooms for spring. So it's about you doing the same thing, healing inside your heart to prepare for that big bloom that's coming, because you guys have multiple offers coming in for you. We do have a House of Flowers back of deck, which talks about bringing your dreams into fruition as well. So I feel excited for you. At the same time as I'm feeling sad that you were coming from a negative place, there's so much to be gained for you, Group 1. July love predictions, Group Pile 1, please. We have Sacred Journey. This is a part of it for you. Life cycles, family, and transformation. Many people may not like to hear a message coming from Spirit that we have to go through certain hardships in order to be able to recognize what we do want. We have to go through what we don't want to recognize what we do want. And we have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. Keep focused on your dream. And that's the thing about our dreams and our focus and our manifestation abilities, is that if we're focused on lack, we're going to beget more lack. So if we're focused on our dreams and our abundance and our blooming, we're going to get more of that in the same. We have the message. Positive news equals a positive outcome. Again, this looks like a gateway to me. This is a very important time for you. July is a very important time for healing for you, Group 1s, because it is a very important gateway for you to refresh yourselves and to feel more confident, to face these obstacles, but also face these offers that want to present to you. Let's get an advice card for you. What's coming in July? We have here Cougar, be bold and take charge. Cougar, again with that Queen of Wands. You could be a Leo. Be bold and take charge. You guys could have children, and I'm getting a cute message in my mind too, that you could have children and you could consider yourselves a cougar. So please take that as it resonates. Or other people may consider you a cougar. Wise fool, accept your follies and find the teaching in them. So for some of you watching, you are, or you consider yourselves, you know, a little bit older potentially, and that's just a mindset, of course. But it talks about accepting the past and accepting the mistakes you perceived yourself to have made, and realize that there are no real mistakes, that we can't learn anything if we don't make mistakes, quote unquote. So it's about turning what you've learned into confidence instead of making you feel powerless because of it. Again, Leo energy, lion, courage. Ask for what you want, and it will be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open to you. Get you an advice card from Spirit, please. Indigo and Crystal, children. You have a bond with children, and in particular, you can help children who are sensitive. There could be children in your life, so please take that as it resonates. And we have spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you to understand spiritual truths. Let's get a charm bowl for you, Group 1. Charm bowl for Group 1, please. July love predictions. Your reading took us a little bit of a turn of advice from Spirit on how to get you moving. But they are saying you have some awesome options coming in, and you're going to feel kind of abundant because of those offers. We have Five of Wands, we have the World, and we have the Ace of Cups reversed. And the World is sort of sideways. It shows the stagnancy you may be feeling. It shows that you're kind of at a crossroads a bit of an impasse here, and some of your insecurities may be taking a bit of a front seat when it comes to your expectations of the future, because we do have that Ace of Cups in the reverse position, which does show that you are fearful of loss or being let down or being disappointed. But that fear in and of itself is actually the challenge you're here to overcome. It's the fear of that expectation happening that's going to create that expectation happening. It's like a fulfilled prophecy, because if we think that we can't succeed, we're gonna not succeed, because it shows how much effort we're willing to put into ourselves or into our situation or into our mindset. So that's why I always say that tarot is really helpful, because we can look at this perceived insecurity with the Five of Wands, and we can say to ourselves, I'm going to take some time to heal, and I'm going to embody this confidence, and I'm going to throw myself out there in a vulnerable way. And in that way, all of a sudden, this gets turned around into a brand new opportunity. Now, it's what we do with it that makes the difference in the future, but it's there for us to hold on to or grasp if we choose to. I'll bring that out here where it's closer. We have in the bowl today for charms, we have, and you know what I just heard? I heard like the swear word, like mother. That's what I heard. So you guys may be coming from a pretty painful past with somebody. We have F, but that's not for everyone. Of course, you could just be initials. We have, how I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. We have the guitar pick. We also have a mermaid in the bowl, which is a symbol of somebody who is luring us, or we feel like we're being tempted somewhere. We have going with the flow with the seahorse spirit, potentially letting go of things as well, because it's the black one. We also have the black whale, so expressing ourselves and releasing some of that pain too, allowing it to pass through us, allowing ourselves the period of time that we need to grieve, potentially as well. We have the leaf of change, because it's upon us. And we also have this little star with a fairy inside, and it has a very strong message for me, because it talks about somebody who is hoping for something that they feel could be out of their reach or impossible to behold. And that's what Spirit is here to let you know, that you can have everything that you want. Change is upon you. All right, group 1, that's what I have for you today. A July love prediction. If this resonates, I would love to hear your story in the comments section. I would love for you to be a part of this community that we're growing. So please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. It really helps me to grow this channel and to bring you more content. If you choose to subscribe, please drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Etsy link and my Instagram link as well. Etsy is where I offer my private readings, and if you go there and it's empty, it just means I've sold out for the day. So just keep checking back. I do repost often. You can check out my Instagram, because I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there as well. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 2, you were drawn to this pink amethyst, and this is your reading. So a July love prediction. What changes, people? What's coming in for you in love, group 2? What is coming in love, group number 2 for July? What do you see happening? We have the wheel. Interesting. July love predictions, group 2, please. I saw the Queen of Swords. I'm going to put her back because she came out with a lot of other cards. So you could be an air sign potentially. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You don't have to be, of course. We have the Nine of Cups. I love it. Group 2. Sudden turn of events in your favor for sure here in July. Nine of Cups talks about dreams being granted. We have 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, but whoops. I don't want to say what I'm thinking, because I know some of you are going to come at me in the comment section, but I feel like somebody is going to get engaged. So take that as it resonates. It may not be you. It's just somebody watching could get engaged, but don't come at me in the comment section. I just feel these new beginnings upon you King of Cups. My goodness, group 2. Back of the deck is the beautiful Empress. Look at how abundant she is. I just think she's gorgeous. I don't know, there's something about her with the way that she's just so voluptuous. Talks about abundance for you in July, group 2. I love it. Let's clarify the wheel. What's coming in July for group number 2 as far as love? We do have here the Three of Swords reversed. Oh, I love it. Thank goodness that's in the reverse position. It's like recovery. Recovery after loss, after heartache, after heartbreak. Something, leaving something in the past. We have the Six of Swords, transition. July love predictions. We have the Eight of Swords, struggle. And we have the Hierophant. Ooh, that's why I say, Spirit, somebody could be getting engaged, and you may, it's like, there is a message coming. And again, this is a specific for someone watching. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, and we have the Queen of Wands. Someone's been waiting a long time for this change to come in your relationship, potentially, and it's coming in for you now, is what Spirit is saying. There is a potential, like, elevation happening for you in your love. You could be with someone who is potentially a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They don't have to be, but the King of Cups talks about an abundance of love for you, and you're going to be getting what you want and building a foundation for someone that you've been waiting for a long time to start building. And you're a bit maybe frustrated here with getting going. You're frustrated with being kept waiting because this is something you've wanted for a while. And that's a beautiful thing for you. So I see lots of abundance coming in July for you specifically. But for as always, I'm dealing with collective energy, and I'm dealing with multiple energies coming in at once. So please take my messages as they resonate and leave behind those that do not feel right. In general, you won't all be getting engaged, but this is a beautiful reading. This is a beautiful reading that talks about breaking free of perceived confines and moving from a sad place, disappointed place in the past into what you want. It's like you've manifested change, and now it's upon you, and you're coming from potentially a choppy place. I'm not going to lie. Six of Swords next to that Three of Swords reverse. It shows that there has been some crap that you've been through in the past, and it's like you're done with it now. You're done with it because all of a sudden you're moving into, you're facing your fears, and you're building a strong foundation and getting what you want. You're getting what you want. And if this offer that's coming in, again, it could be from a water sign. It is a very abundant offer, and it's something that you've been waiting for a long time. It may not be an offer that's, is going to end in marriage specifically for everyone, but it is something that you have been waiting for, maybe anxiously for a really long time, this offer coming in. And it is worthwhile, and it is abundant, and it is leading to your ascension. And for many of you, it is written in your charts. Like, this is somebody that is purposefully here for a reason, to help teach you things. And I feel like they're really here. They could even be a fire sign themselves. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. They could be a fire sign themselves coming forward here with the Knight of Wands. They just have a difference in how they approach things. They just teach you about how to approach life with more expectation and vigor and excitement than to be perhaps feeling confined, feeling like there are things you can't achieve or can't do. This person opens up your eyes, and it sort of helps to heal your heart from past experiences. So that's a beautiful gift coming in for you in July. What is coming in July? July love predictions, please, Spirit. They could be a Taurus coming in as well. We have the Message, positive news and a positive outcome. And this card looks like a gateway to me. It looks like a path towards excitement, towards peace too. Like I said, I feel like you're coming from a choppy place, or coming from a disappointed place when it comes to love in general, but you're leaving that behind because this is like a sudden turn of events. This is something that you've been waiting for, that's exciting, that's filled with potential, that is so close to your fulfillment emotionally that you can taste it with that Nine of Cups. So abundance coming in for you. And we have a hidden path. Interesting. So for some of you, this person coming forward is actually someone from your past. They could be from a past life, or they could specifically be from this lifetime. We do have the Thinking of You card on the back of the deck. So this is somebody who you have been separated from for a while, potentially, and now you're finally coming back together. You're finally able to transition and break free of some things that have been holding you back from building up a connection with this person. It feels very destined to me, if I'm honest. Like I said, it feels like it's written in your chart. It could be twin flame soulmate union here for you. We have the Horse. And we have the Tiger. The Horse talks about a certain amount of determination towards this change. So I do feel like it is somebody coming back who has been determined, or you yourself maybe are determined to manifest this, but it shows a certain amount of focus upon you too. So I do feel like for some of you, this is somebody from your past who has been focused on you and watching you and waiting for an opportunity to sort of slip in here, to create this transition, to create this peace, to unlock the door of potential and to start the process of building. Back of the deck is the Lizard. I often think of the Divine Masculine when I see the Lizard. I don't know why, but I do. And I think it's because of the scales here. Turtle, waiting patiently. The scales, which, you know, makes me feel like somebody is armoring themselves, protecting themselves from emotional outbursts. But all, you know, they have soft spots, you know, these dragons, these lizards type of animals. So, and that soft spot is you. July love predictions, please. We have the Lorelei card. I love that. I love that name, Lorelei. And we have no rain today. And I love this too, because you know what this is? It's that this person that coming forward is a little bit nervous about coming forward and revealing themselves to you. And it's because they feel like you have the strength to destroy them if you chose to. You can see how Lorelei here is holding on to that tether, and it's attached to this little boat down here. And if she wants to, one flick of her wrist, if she chose to, could capsize that boat. But the beautiful no rain today here, and we do have the red garden back of deck. It really shows, first of all, that 8 screams communication and fire and movement. But the no rain today card is almost like the Fool card for me. It's like leaping into unknowns and getting something positive in return. The 3 and the 7 is a 10. It's about sunshine and happiness and good outcomes for you. That, again, you've been patiently, potentially waiting for a while. July love predictions. Group 2. Changes in love in July for group 2. We have Leo energy. Very heavy Leo energy in pile number 1 as well, but very different vibes for these 2 readings. So there may be messages waiting for you there if you feel like you are really in need of this time for healing before this offer comes onto the table. But it also, this card also speaks to being able to tame the fears inside of ourselves so that when offers present, we recognize them. Because sometimes the 8 of Swords, sometimes we get stuck in such a perceived funk that even when offers are presented to us, we don't see them. Because we come up with every excuse to not walk through that door or to accept that offer. We have here transformation. I love that card. I love this card, the transformation card. And we do have the skull card on the back of deck. This transformation card talks about the change within you. It talks about, you know, having opportunities present to you and then taking a bold bite out of them with that apple. Something very, again, I feel like it could be a fire sign because we have this Knight of Wands here, and that apple really represents, you know, seduction and excitement and sex and all of those things. And you see that egg that she's cracking open, and she's just letting all of the potential flow out. And that's really an opportunity for you here, this new offer upon you in July. It's an opportunity for you to take a big aggressive bite out of these dreams that you have, the wishes in your heart. And the Skull card is talking about, you know, this Three of Swords that you're leaving behind in the past. It's talking about being bold and moving away from the past. It talks about transitions and reality setting in, and then allowing ourselves the time to grieve and the grieving process taking over. But I feel like you guys have almost already turned that corner. I feel like you've already allowed that grieving process to happen, or you're going to before July sets in, because it's like you're ready. It's like you're primed for this change. Even underneath the hedgehog is showing itself. So you may have previously been hiding yourself from opportunities, but now it's like you're hungry for those opportunities. July love predictions, please, for group number 2. Perseverance after a negative experience in love, potentially. Perseverance. And you've been waiting. I keep seeing that Knight of Stones. And it's a testament to you and your will and your ability to move forward from disappointments and to keep trucking along is what Spirit is saying, because you've been through the ringer. For some of you, you've been through it all. And so you're going to finally step into abundance, into security, into love. And it could even be self-love that is added in that as well. We have complacency. It's coming out reverse though, so I do like that. Because it's like if we were once complacent, we are no longer. If we are recognizing now that, you know, the changes are going to, or the seasons are going to change and time is going to pass us by. Time waits for no one. So it talks about not wasting opportunities, not wasting the present energy, because that's the gateway to the future. And we are creating the energy that we want while we're sitting in that future position. We have the Growth card. This card hasn't shown up in a while, actually, for me. And you can see here that there's deep roots here with this plant in the middle, but it's not thriving. Even though the roots are deep, there's lots of growth around it, but sometimes we have to pull out old roots in order to make room for new growth. And that can be difficult and hard for us. Like even on a physical way, I just had to cull some of the squash plants in my garden, and it was so incredibly hard for me to pull those plants out knowing that I was destroying them, because you don't want to give up on something that you've put effort into and you saw potential there in the past. But it is about letting go of that old, because it may be deep rooted, but it's stagnated. It shows us that what we leave in the past, it doesn't negate what we've experienced. We're just supposed to take from it the wisdom that we're supposed to gain, and recognize that we're meant for ascension, we're meant for growth, we're meant for movement. So letting go of something, it might be painful, but it's also a wonderful opportunity for you to, again, persevere, stepping into your power. Okay. Lessons in love, please, for July. We have the Turtle, retreat. Stop trying to make something happen. Going with the flow here, because it's already upon you. I feel like it's already upon you. And that turtle really speaks to me again of the length of time you've been waiting for this happiness. We have Dove, serenity, slow down, pause, and breathe. So this Knight of Pentacles, you know, as much as you're feeling frustrated in the wait, that's one of the things, the frustration with and the impatience is one of the things that's slowing down the work. So it's about, you know, embracing the in-between, slowing down, allowing things to happen at the natural pace that they're supposed to happen to, but keeping our mindset clear and optimistic. We have look beyond immediate appearances, the Discernment card. And the lynx is a very solitary animal, so you may feel very alone right now. But Spirit really wants me to say that there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. If we can embrace that alone period and really self-reflect and fall in love with ourselves, so that we have this beautiful roadmap on how other people are supposed to love us properly. So let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. July love predictions. Ace of Cups. 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. It shows you persevering. And I have to say, Spirit really wants me to say that some of these obstacles you've experienced in the past were actually very necessary for you, and they were meant for you. And I know that some people get mad at me when I say that. But the Seven of Wands really represents obstacles that we've written into our charts that are meant for a purpose. They're meant to teach us something about ourselves, teach us something about what we're willing and unwilling to put up with sometimes. And what we can do once we push through them is we can walk into peace, we can walk into new emotional abundance. We're going to feel like we deserve to be sitting where we're sitting because we've worked so hard to get there. And we see security and abundance. And this beautiful Nine of Pentacles is as close to the Queen as you can get her. So beautiful abundance, security, and emotional new starts waiting for you. This is an important year, I feel, for a lot of people. Big things happening this year. Whoops. We have the letter R, the letter T. We have the and sign. We have the LY. We have R as well, number 2. We have Our Lady, Mary in the Bowl. There could be a Catholic connection or some sort of motherhood connection. We have marijuana in the bowl. We also have Leo charm. Leo could be a sign that you resonate with. We have never, never give up. When you think you're done, you're not done. That's what Spirit is saying. When we hit that point where we feel like we can't push through, Spirit wants you to know that that's the apex of your struggle. That's when you're supposed to push the hardest. We have the airplane. Could be travel in your future too. We also have the anchor. So feeling stagnated. Pisces energy, going with the flow. That could be, you know, the water sign that's coming in for you. And the syringe. So the syringe talks about addictions, talks about codependency, talks about medical connections as well. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. All right, group number 2. That's what I have for you today. July love predictions. What can you expect for July when it comes to love? If this resonates, I would love to hear your story in the comments section. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Etsy page as well and my Instagram page. I offer a chance to win a free reading on my Instagram page on a monthly basis as well. And my Etsy page is where I do my private readings. And if you go there and it's empty, it just means I have sold out for that day. But I will repost daily, so keep checking back. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a very beautiful day today. Take care. Hello, everybody. In group number 3, you were drawn to this beautiful piece of citrine. And this is your reading. July love predictions. What is coming up for you in July? What's happening for group 3 in July, please, Spirit? Sorry, I'm all about balance. If things aren't balanced, I feel weird. Okay. Ooh, King of Pentacles. What changes are coming in July in love for group 3, please? The Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Seven of Swords. And we have the Death card. Not to be concerned about a physical death. The Death card is talking about a transition and a shift and a change. And we do have the Ten of Swords back of deck so far. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles, please. Changes coming in July. July love predictions for group 3, please. We have the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Oops, it's on the floor. We have the Moon. Back of the deck is the Queen of Wands, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let me take a moment here to look these over. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands backup deck. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be. What we have here underneath is the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit wants to reassure you that if you feel like you've been waiting for changes, if you feel like you've been waiting for what you want, you do have offers ahead of you in July coming up. And they want you to stay focused on that because you have sudden turns of events that are coming in for you that you don't expect to happen. And that's why the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands are right here in the center. This is the present energy here. So they're right here in the center to let you know what it is you need to be doing in order to manifest what you want in the future when it comes to love. Because the Nine of Cups are our dreams coming true, our wishes being granted. And there is this sense of like, wanting our cake and eating it too, but not wanting to necessarily put the actions in order to create the ascension or the abundance that I'm looking for, because I might be fearful of what change looks like in the future. And I'm going to clarify this as I go along here. Because we do have the Seven of Swords with the Death card, and it shows that it's like a secrecy or not being honest with ourselves. And then we have this transition, this death transition, which is a shift and a rebirth. Which could lead to these new beginnings here. So focusing upon this, and there is a message too about keeping your fantasies to yourself. It's like keeping it inside, maybe not sharing it with everybody. Because we have this Nine of Pentacles, which shows the ascension. Let me clarify that King of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Ooh, we have the Hanged Man and an explosion. So the Hanged Man in the explosion here is really talking about how you were feeling stagnant in the past, potentially in a connection. So you may be feeling stagnant in a connection at this time. For practical reasons, you may be in that connection or you were in that connection in the recent past. You could currently still be in it though for some of you. 10 of Wands. And it's a burden for you because your emotions, your heart leads elsewhere. The Three of Swords with the King of Cups, it shows that your emotions, how you feel, lay elsewhere, and there's sadness within that for you. Nine of Swords and a lot of anxiety potentially too, sleeplessness. There could be a family unit in place here as well, so take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, of course. Two of Pumpkins, but there is a sense here of juggling my responsibilities with what I want emotionally. And so for some of you, you have a real decision to make as far as what you want in the future. And if you want ascension away from where you're currently sitting, it's time to make that decisive action and put those steps in place necessary in order to achieve that goal. But some of you are fearful to do so because of the unknowns. Can we clarify the Hermit, please? The Hierophant. Virgo and Taurus energy very strong right now. It's time to reflect, what Spirit is saying, leading up into July. It's time to reflect upon where it is you want to be. 10 of Cups. Yeah, there could be a family unit or some sort of position or connection in place already that you're not emotionally fulfilled by. I just saw the Death reverse on the floor here amidst some of my, let's see what these other two are. Ace of Pumpkins, stress, Eight of Bats, Five of Cups, looking into the past too much, not focusing on the future, which is causing a stagnation. And it's causing a stagnation to an ending that needs to happen. And I feel like internally you know that that needs to happen. And that's why the Hermit is here as sort of here's the Queen of Cups. It's sort of like a roadmap for us because the Hermit maintains his hope, but he also maintains an objective point of view on how to get to that hope. That's why he puts the star in the lantern where he can see it, but where it doesn't distract him from the necessary plan that he needs to put into place to get to what he wants. And this Queen of Cups, you know, we're not looking at the Queen of Pentacles, we're looking at the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So you could be resonating again with that message that you're stuck with in a karmic cycle or stuck in a karmic position that you want to release yourself from because you know that there's emotional abundance waiting for you somewhere else. But you could be also very concerned about what other people are going to say about your actions or choices. But here's the Page of Ghosts, Page of Cups, back of deck, which talks about new emotional beginnings for you that will pop up out of nowhere once you're able to step past those fears and to go boldly towards what your heart tells you to go boldly towards. Can we clarify that Death card, please? What's coming in July in love for group 3? These readings have really turned into a lot of advice from Spirit on how to get you guys where you want to be in love. Specifically pile 1 and this pile. So you may have messages waiting for you there as well. Wheel of Fortune. Sudden turns of events in your favor once you accept the ending of one thing that opens the door to something else. There's the gateway, 4 of Wands. To happiness, to abundance. There's the Queen of Wands, again, sitting on her throne, happily, secure, feeling that security, feeling the abundance because they're, you know, carrying that beautiful sunflower. So for some of you, it's the acknowledgement. It's like you're going to come to this realization that you, in order to achieve what you want, which is a sudden turn of events in your favor, which is a gateway to your happiness and success and new opportunities. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. It means facing our fears. It means facing our insecurities. Can we clarify the Moon, please? July love predictions. We have the Emperor. Again, that Taurus energy. And the Emperor lies within all of us. You know, the Emperor lies, the power of the Emperor lies within all of us. It's about embodying what we need to do to create our abundance. He armors himself for the battle that he is about to face. And the battle he may have to face is overcoming his fears and insecurities and jealousies. Here's the 5 of Imps at the back of the deck. So group 3, that's what Spirit really wants to say, is that you can have everything you want. Your dreams can come true, but we need to put all of our fantasies that we've been thinking about for a long time, and we need to put them into action. We need to put away our fear of being judged, and we need to step boldly towards new beginnings. I'm sorry, my throat is completely closing up now. Even if we're fearful of what people are going to say, even if we're really riddled with anxiety, it does speak about nothing changing if nothing changing for us. But if we're willing to step boldly, sudden turns of events, brand new opportunities that are very valuable to us. Reasons to celebrate here. New beginnings, reconciliations, beautiful, beautiful energy. Once we embody what it is we want and feel worthy of it and feel like it belongs to us and it's owed to us. Let's get some clarity cards, some oracle cards from Spirit. I'm going to clear this away so it's not such a mess. July love predictions, please, for group 3. We have humanity. This card, you know, you can see she's got that egg in her hand and it's cracked. It talks about letting go of things that we thought had a lot of potential, but are past its expiry date. Recognizing when some eggs have already cracked open, and recognizing that sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to make a good omelet. You can see in the background of that card too. And again, we have the family card coming out, so I feel like some of you won't resonate with everyone, but there could be a family placement here. In the back of that card, you can see that tree. It's barren. It's all twisted, and it talks about recognizing when some roots need to be pulled up. We do have the chicken on the back of the deck, which is folklore, history. I often think of like Spirit. I don't like it when they call us a chicken, but it's kind of a playful ribbing from Spirit as well about facing our fears. Again, the family card here for those of you who resonate with that message of the family. July love predictions, please. We have a long way home. I'll pull one more. We have change of seasons. Back of this deck says deck says stranded. This card, again, 44, kind of like that gateway, because the present is always the gateway. This card, the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Wands, it really talks about how we're putting our fantasies into fruition to make our dreams come true, and how the present is always that gateway for more, for change. There's always an impasse upon us in the present moment. But sometimes we can look at where we're brought to in life and ask ourselves, like, how did we get here? We never planned to get stranded like this. We never planned for this. But now that we're here, we got to find our way out of it. We got to pull up anchor and sail off again, because the change of season is upon us. That turn of events is upon us, and it's how we react to it that is going to make the difference to our expectation and to our perception of abundance in general. The Long Way Home card, you know, it speaks a lot about the journey and remembering where we're coming from, and using where we're coming from and the experiences we've gained to our advantage. That, you know, time invested into something doesn't, you know, if we want to move forward from something, it doesn't mean that it's negating everything we've been through. It doesn't take away the joy, the happiness, the love you've experienced, the things you've learned. And it's about recognizing that. And it's about the passage of time and recognizing that some things are meant to pass away. Some moments are meant to stay moments, and some moments are meant to extend into a long period of time. But it's about recognizing that and taking with you what you've gained. And the change of season is upon us. It is upon us. So the 4 and the 2 being a 6 reminds me of the 6 of Wands, which tells us how to embody change, focusing with unwavering faith upon abundance through that change, expecting good things to come out of it. We have Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. Again, the tree imagery is very strong here, and this moon suppressing the growth of that tree. You are a tree. You are this beautiful expression of life and abundance and more. And our fears could be holding us back from fully blooming to our full potential. The things that we've suppressed, the things that we're not sharing with other people, our truths. We have evolution, earth changes, climate changes, and transformation. Back of the deck says rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution, finding your peace. And you know, the evolution card is really speaking strongly to my soul right now, because it talks about things that need to happen. An evolution inside that we have to recognize is necessary. And part of that evolution is allowing things to go, allowing things to pass away, allowing ourselves the room to express ourselves openly without fear of judgment, without fear of other people's expectations being placed upon us. And that's difficult for people to do, myself included. It's easier said than done, for sure. But on the other side are opportunities for you. Opportunities for so much. We have the cheetah. The cheetah, I say it a lot, is the fastest land mammal, but it cannot run long distance. Both of these cats, you could definitely be a Leo. Lots of fire energy here today. We have the deer spirit. The deer is a very aware creature of its surroundings. And it's interesting because it's a fight or flight animal, and yet we have both of these very aggressive cats on the board as well. And both of these cats, this one's sort of lying in wait. The cheetah has to lie in wait in order to improve its situation. And it talks about that. It talks about not, being aware of our surroundings, leaping into new beginnings, and recognizing opportunities and then running towards them. Because if we don't run towards opportunities, we can't hope to open up new doors, new experiences, new love offers. We have the victim card coming out with the insecurity card. And we do have the service card. So you may be feeling like you have to stay in a certain situation for the good of other people. But what that does is it doesn't actually serve anyone, because you're not in that situation because you're there with an open heart, a fruitful spirit. You're there because you potentially have this type of victim mentality where we're trying to plant seeds that don't have potential and expect good things to come. Because the seed of potential that lies within you needs to be planted at the right time and in the right conditions in order to thrive. And when they aren't, all it does is breed insecurity. All it does is make us feel like we're failures. All it does is make us feel like we're not accomplishing what it is we want in our heart of hearts. So it's about stripping away our perceptions of where we're sitting and recognizing the power that we have. And that's the other job of the Hermit, is recognizing our power and how our purposeful actions can lead towards our goals. We have the Service card on the back of the deck. Could be that you feel like you're always serving others. Again, a sense of self-sacrifice that let's get you one of these. Advice, please, for group 3. July love predictions. We have the Fox, adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. The changes are happening. They're happening within you, and they will materialize into the real world. And we have gratitude, kangaroo. Be grateful for all you are blessed with. If we use the present as that gateway and we stay in a state of gratitude for who we are and where we're sitting right this moment, doesn't mean we want to stay in it, but it means we're grateful for what we've learned. Then we can carry that beautiful feeling of gratitude into the future. And that's how we create abundance for ourselves. The owl omens, pay attention to the signs. Spirit is not leaving you by yourself. They are giving you little signs and symbols and esoteric information all the time to help you to see the paths that you have open to you, to see the opportunities. So pay attention. They're giving you signs all of the time. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 3. July love predictions for group number 3, please, Spirit. What do they have to look forward to when they overcome all of their insecurities? 7 of Pentacles. Oh, we have lots coming out today. So let's take a look at them. We have the Justice. We have the 10 of Wands. Justice will be served. 10 of Wands, your load will be lightening. We have the Temperance card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So it's interesting that Temperance is the only one that is in the upright here, because, you know, the 7 of Pentacles reversed can mean a real impatience has set in. It's like, I don't want to see this through to the end. I'm really, you know, there's a sense here with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. It could even be manifesting as physical symptoms in your body, this worry potentially, or feeling insecure when it comes to love or your position. You could feel a certain amount of dependence in your current position as well, which really bugs you. And for some of you, this isn't for all of you, you could feel stuck in your position because of finances as well. So take that as it resonates. That's definitely not for everyone. But all that's leading to, all of these feelings of insecurity, is just leading to a real sense of being stuck and out of control and not having what we want in the future with that Wheel of Fortune. The Temperance card is the only card in the upright because it shows this beautiful, long, winding road that leads to that sunshine. That detours should be expected, and it's how we perceive the detours and how we embody them that makes the big difference here. Because life is unexpected. There are detours. We cannot plan for every single thing. And that's why tarot is really helpful, because we can look at these energies and see where it's heading, and then we can resolve to change or heal them. So if we're feeling really impatient, if we're feeling stuck in our position, then we embody this Hermit. We embody the practical energy of this Hermit, and we put our hope and faith in the future up on a little shelf where we can see it, and then we make a practical plan of action towards what we want. And in that way, we turn this beautiful Wheel of Fortune around, and we get our beautiful turn of events in our favor that leads to success. So you have changes upon you. It's how we, it's what we do with the changes present, though. All right, we have the World Marble here. Success on the way to you. I and A. We have the Minnie Mouse bow. It could be children in your life. We have kiss and from and feel. We have she believed she could, so she did. We also have a dime here. Whoops. The year on this, let me get it close to my eyes, is 2009. I think of the 6 of Swords sometimes when I see that dime, and I think of October as well, or the 10th of every month could be significant. We also have Pisces in the bowl. We have the little sewing machine because it talks about mending and healing. All right, group 3, that's what I have for you today. July love predictions. It really turned into advice from Spirit for you. Very similar to pile one, so you may have messages waiting for you there as well. If this resonates, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit your notification bell, like this video. It truly helps me to bring you more content. And if you do subscribe to the channel, please drop me a comment below and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell though, because that is how I am going to contact you if you are chosen the winner. But I would really love for you to come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day. Take care.